It's that time again. This time we're looking at Bilerot Burrow, doing it the best way, the right way, the DPS way.
Here we go again.
So why are we doing Bilerot Burrow? The first thing is the armor from Bilerot Burrow is the Sentinel gear. This is going to unlock our Vanquisher's Ward. Not only will the Sentinel gear unlock our Vanquisher's Ward, it will also prevent us from having to spend 1,691 War Crests to actually purchase the Vanquisher gear ourselves. This is going to be a great boost to our power as a fresh level 40. Also, we're going to be getting our Sentinel weapons, which you will get your first Sentinel weapon after your first run. You get your Sentinel jewelry, which can have a Sentinel talisman placed in it, which are the most powerful talismans in the game. However, they are time limited, meaning each talisman only lasts for 7 days. And as the shortest dungeon, Bilerot Burrow is also the quickest way to get your weekly Stalwart Soulstone, which is used to purchase your Sentinel talismans. We want to make sure to pick up our Pity Gear quests from Ekibus the Warp-Minded and Unric Endritmane outside, which means we won't have to run this dungeon more than 4 times to make sure we get our full Sentinel set. Zelos the Silver Death has the speedrun quest that grants the Champion's Mark. In 27 minutes, take the quest from him, kill every single boss, and at the very end of the dungeon, speak to him again to receive your reward. Now, let's get started. Behind this barrier that unlocks after you kill a few of the bosses, there is a pack of mobs. You want to use either a Tank's Champion challenge or a non-targeted AoE to pull them before the boss fight so they don't accidentally aggro while you're fighting the boss. The first boss of Bilerot Burrow is Maggotfiend Urhil. He will spawn a maggot that participates in the fight, but it doesn't really do anything. So go ahead and tank its bank and kill the boss. The next boss is Ssrydian Morbidae. He has a powerful cleave. Make sure the tank faces him away from the party. And make sure to clear the room first, as all of the ads in the room will aggro as soon as you aggro the boss. You will get a notification of a cauldron mechanic. That cauldron mechanic is not currently in the game. This video will be updated when the mechanics get updated. Our next boss is Bartholomeus the Sickly. Bartholomeus also has a Nurgling, but it doesn't really do any damage. It doesn't really have a mechanic. The only one mechanic in this is he has a cleave, as well as a AoE spin. The AoE spin is interrupted with a tank taunt. So, if you die, it's the tank's fault. The next boss is the Pox-Bloated Child. The tank should tank the boss at the entrance to the west tunnel. As the boss loses health, you will see a message on your screen that an item down the tunnel needs to be destroyed to continue the boss fight. As it is an object, you will not be able to tab target to it. You will need to actually click on the item before you start DPS. Once that item is destroyed, you will move to the east tunnel, where this process repeats, and then to the north tunnel. Once the item in the north tunnel is destroyed, you tank and spank the boss, and the mechanics are over. Our next boss is Ekscremite the Septic. During the boss fight, he will infect players with tainted blood. He will do this 3 times. The first time he infects a player with tainted blood, they will get a large red beam of light pointing at them. The first time he does this, it will be 1 player, and they will need to interact with the crystal that spawns at the entrance to the room. The second time he does this, it will infect 2 players, the first crystal will remain, and a second crystal will spawn at the top of the ramp down into the boss arena. The third time this happens, a new crystal will spawn inside the boss arena at the base of the ramp, and the other 2 crystals will remain. Multiple players can click on the same crystal. Also, during the boss fight, the boss will lay down puddles of fire that you will need to not stand in. This is also a good time to remember the DPS oath. I solemnly swear not to stand in fire unless it increases my DPS. The final boss of Bilerot Burrow is the Bile Lord. During the fight, the Bile Lord will drop damaging puddles beneath the player who is farthest from the boss. This is usually handled by a healer, as they allow it to be placed and then move over. They usually outline the edge of the arena, keeping it away from the boss, and maintaining the safety of the boss arena. As the fight progresses, he will call his children of filth, AoE them down, as some of them have knockbacks which can really throw the party out of whack. As this boss fight continues, you will be swallowed by the Bile Lord, and you will spawn inside of him, where you will need to kill the Bile Lord's innards. Once you do that, you will spawn outside of him again, but in front of him, so move out of the way quickly as to not get hit by frontal cleaves. A final note on etiquette in the dungeon: after the Bile Lord is dead, make sure to run with everybody to the gate, as a bunch of adds are still there and will kill whoever is left if they try to go in solo to the gate, as you cannot go through the gate if you are still in combat. I would like to give a special thank you to the Goblin Workers Union and the Cult for allowing this video to happen. Thank you guys. Thanks for checking out the video. I hope you found it helpful. Feel free to browse the channel, see if there's anything else you might be interested in. Thanks. Bye.